I was married to a narcissist, so why did it take me years after my divorce to figure this out? I know that narcissism has gained a lot of attention and airtime over the years, but I do feel like it's for very good reason. Because though they represent a small percentage of the population, they are among the most destructive individuals out there. I think a lot of us are well versed at this point in the classic, more overt type of narcissist. The grandiose sense of self, the entitlement, the lack of empathy, and the desire for power and control. But there are some type of narcissists that are very hard to spot because they wear a mask. Their immoral behaviors are well hidden. They are more of the covert type. And it took me years after my divorce, after a lot of reading and a lot of therapy, to finally realize that I was married to one. So why did it take me so long to figure out? Well, number one, he was the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing. He was a very skilled con artist. And number two, because that would mean that I had to admit to myself that this man that I had built a life with and had children with was actually a fraud. And our life together was a fabrication. It would mean admitting that he really didn't love and care about us, that we served more as a decoy to curate this image and fulfill his narcissistic supply. I spent years trying to put pieces together, trying to figure out his behavior, trying to figure out my experiences. And it wasn't until I started reading about personality disorders, and namely narcissism, and going to therapy when I finally had this aha moment. And now, going back to the beginning, I could finally connect the dots. We were really young when we got married. I was 19, he was 22. But for the background and culture that we grew up in, which is Mormonism, I mean, this was somewhat standard. But also our religious beliefs and the culture and the patriarchy, they all played a very important role in him being able to mask his true identity. He also proposed to me 6 weeks after dating, which I now know is a very common feature in a narcissistic relationship. And of course, back then, I said yes because he seemed like the ideal partner. He was very kind and very charming. He had what I thought were good morals and values. He was an upstanding member of the church, and he was well loved and well respected by his friends and family and even coworkers.